Welcome back. In our last video, we uncovered 5 real foods: olive oil, beef liver, fermented vegetables, garlic, and nuts that protect your heart and reduce stroke risk. But that was only the beginning. Today in part 2, we'll reveal 5 more powerful foods that support your memory, strengthen your bones, and even help you live longer. And here's the best part. They're delicious, affordable, and you can start adding them to your meals right away. So let's dive into the next 5 foods. Nuts and seeds, tiny powerhouses. When you think of snacks, what comes to mind? Chips, cookies, maybe a candy bar? But what if I told you that the best snack for your heart and brain fits right in the palm of your hand? Nuts and seeds may look small, but they are nutritional powerhouses. They're packed with healthy fats, MUFA and PUFA, the kinds that reduce inflammation and protect your arteries. They also bring protein, fiber, magnesium, and selenium, nutrients that help regulate blood sugar, support your immune system, and keep your energy steady throughout the day. Here's a simple comparison. A sweet snack like cookies or candy causes a sugar spike, inflammation, and leaves you tired and craving more. A handful of walnuts or chia seeds reduces inflammation, stabilizes your blood sugar, and fuels your brain. But here's something important. Not all nuts should be eaten in large amounts. Brazil nuts, for example, are very high in selenium. That's good for your thyroid, but too much can be harmful. So keep it to just 2-3 Brazil nuts a day. For most other nuts, a simple rule works best. 1 small handful a day. That's enough to give you the benefits without adding too many calories. I had a patient who used to eat cookies every afternoon. She felt tired and sluggish. When she swapped her cookies for a small bag of mixed nuts, within weeks her energy improved and her cholesterol numbers came down. So here's your checklist. 1 handful of nuts or seeds per day. Choose variety: walnuts, almonds, chia, flax. Replace processed snacks with this natural fuel. It's a small switch, but it can help your heart, your brain, and your longevity. So let me ask you, what's your favorite nut or seed, and how often do you snack on them? Next, we'll move to another everyday food that's simple, familiar, and still one of nature's most perfect proteins: eggs. Eggs, the perfect protein. For years, eggs have carried a bad reputation. Too much cholesterol, people said. Don't eat more than 2 a week. But science has turned that old advice upside down. Eggs, especially pasture-raised eggs, are one of nature's most complete foods. They're packed with high-quality protein, choline for brain health, vitamin K2 for bones and arteries, and lutein, which protects your eyes. Here's what the research shows. For seniors, eating 1 egg a day does not increase the risk of heart disease. In fact, it may improve nutrition because eggs provide what many seniors lack. Let me paint you a picture. 1 large egg has about 70 calories, 6 grams of protein, and almost every vitamin and mineral your body needs in small amounts. It's like a tiny nutrition capsule, delicious, affordable, and easy to cook. But not all eggs are the same. Pasture-raised eggs contain up to 3 times more omega-3 than conventional factory eggs. So, quality matters. I remember a patient who used to skip breakfast or just have toast with jam. She often felt tired by mid-morning. When she switched to 2 boiled eggs and a small piece of fruit, she felt satisfied. Her blood sugar was more stable, and she told me, "Doctor, I don't crash at 10 a.m. anymore." Here's your checklist. Avoid relying on processed egg substitutes full of additives. Eat real eggs, preferably pasture-raised, 5 to 7 per week. Cook them gently, boiled or lightly scrambled, so the nutrients stay intact. A simple, humble egg can be one of the most powerful foods to keep your body strong, your mind sharp, and your mornings energized. So let me ask you, how do you like your eggs? Boiled, scrambled, or sunny side up? Next, we'll look at colorful, sweet little fruits that carry some of the strongest antioxidants in nature: berries. Berries, natural antioxidant shields. Sweet, colorful, and refreshing. Berries are more than just a summertime treat. They are among the most powerful natural shields against aging, inflammation, and heart disease. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. They are packed with polyphenols and anthocyanins, compounds that fight oxidative stress and protect your cells from damage. Think of oxidative stress like rust on metal. Over time, it weakens the structure. Antioxidants in berries act like a protective coat of paint, slowing down that rust, keeping your body stronger for longer. Science confirms this. A Harvard study following more than 90,000 women found that those who ate berries 3 times a week reduced their risk of heart attack by 34%. And berries don't just protect your heart. They improve brain health, help regulate blood sugar, and even support your immune system. I had a patient who loves sweets after dinner. Ice cream, cookies, cakes. When we switched her dessert to a small bowl of mixed berries, she told me, "Doctor, I still get my sweet treat, but I feel lighter and I sleep better at night." Here's a simple checklist. Sugary desserts full of empty calories. 1 cup of berries, 3 times a week, fresh or frozen, no added sugar. Add them to oatmeal, yogurt, or just eat them plain. Berries are proof that food can be both medicine and pleasure. So let me ask you, what's your favorite berry and how often do you eat it? Next, we'll move to a food from the ocean, rich in omega-3s and one of the best allies for your heart and brain, wild-caught salmon. Wild-caught salmon, the omega-3 superfood. From the ocean to your plate, wild-caught salmon is one of the most powerful superfoods for your heart, brain, and overall longevity. What makes it so special is its rich supply of omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. These are not just healthy fats. They reduce inflammation, keep blood flowing smoothly, and even protect brain cells as we age. Think of omega-3s like oil in an engine. Without enough, the parts grind and wear out. With enough, everything runs smoother and lasts longer. Here's what the research shows. A study published in Neurology found that people who ate fish twice a week reduced their risk of stroke by 27%. That's not a small number. That's life-changing. But not all salmon is equal. Farm salmon often has fewer omega-3s and more omega-6, which can actually cause inflammation. Wild-caught salmon is the better choice. More omega-3s, fewer toxins, and a cleaner, richer flavor. I remember one patient who told me, "Doctor, I don't like fish." But when she tried wild salmon baked with lemon and herbs, she said, "This doesn't taste like the fish I hated. It's actually delicious." She began eating it once a week, and not only did her cholesterol improve, but her memory also seemed sharper. Here's your checklist. Fried fish sticks or heavily breaded seafood. Wild-caught salmon, baked, grilled, or steamed. Aim for 2 servings a week, about the size of your palm. Wild salmon is proof that what comes from the sea can keep both your heart and your mind strong. So let me ask you, how often do you eat fish? And have you tried wild salmon before? Next, we'll move from the ocean back to the land, to a creamy green fruit and leafy greens that work together as a true longevity combo, avocados and greens. Avocados and leafy greens, the longevity combo. Sometimes the most powerful foods are the ones we see every day at the grocery store. Avocados and leafy greens may look ordinary, but together they are a true longevity combo. Let's start with avocados. They are rich in oleic acid, a heart-healthy fat also found in olive oil. They're loaded with potassium, which helps control blood pressure, and soluble fiber, which keeps cholesterol in check. One study found that eating just 1 avocado a day improved HDL, the good cholesterol, in as little as 5 weeks. Now combine that with leafy greens, spinach, kale, arugula, collard greens. These are packed with folate, vitamin K, and magnesium, nutrients that support your brain, your bones, and your circulation. Think of it like this. Avocados are the creamy fuel and leafy greens are the protective shield. Together, they provide balance, healthy fats, fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. I had a patient who used to skip vegetables because he said they don't taste good. When I suggested adding avocado slices to his spinach salad, he was surprised. "Doctor, this is actually delicious." He began eating it 3 times a week, and not only did his digestion improve, but his blood pressure readings also went down. Here's your checklist. Meals heavy on bread, pasta, and fried foods. A daily salad with leafy greens and half an avocado. Add olive oil and lemon for flavor and extra heart protection. Sometimes the simplest meals, a green salad with avocado, can be the most powerful medicine. So let me ask you, do you already enjoy avocados or leafy greens? And if not, which one would you be more willing to try this week? Now let's bring everything together. In the final section, we'll review all 10 real foods in one simple checklist to help you take action starting today. We've covered a lot together. 10 real foods that can protect your heart, sharpen your mind, and help you live not just longer, but better. But I know it's easy to forget details, so here's a simple doctor's checklist you can put on your fridge and follow every day. Olive oil, 1-2 tablespoons daily. Grass-fed beef liver, once a week. Fermented vegetables, a few forkfuls daily. Garlic, 1-2 cloves a day, raw or lightly cooked. Nuts and seeds, 1 handful daily. Pasture-raised eggs, 5 to 7 per week. Berries, 1 cup, 3 times a week. Wild-caught salmon, once a week. Avocados, half an avocado daily. Leafy greens, at least 1 serving every day. That's it. Simple, practical, powerful. I want you to remember this. Health isn't built on one big change. It's built on small, gentle choices. The meals you eat, the habits you repeat. And every choice you make today is like putting coins into a savings account for your future health. The more you invest, the stronger, clearer, and happier your later years will be. So let me ask you, which of these 10 foods will you start adding this week? Share it in the comments below, and maybe you'll inspire someone else to do the same. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more senior health tips, and share it with a friend or loved one. Together, let's make the second half of life the healthiest, most vibrant chapter yet.